Hello, Scorpio. Happy Monday, November 4th. Happy birthday to you all celebrating birthdays today, or birthdays that have recently passed or recently coming up. I'm sending you all warm welcome. I'm sending you all warm birthday wishes, and I'm sending you love and light. I'm sending you more life and more blessings. I hope all is well, and I hope you have a spectacular, abundant birthday. Ooh, if I could get it out. But welcome to Intuitive Tarot. If you are new here, welcome back. If you are returning, I'm sending you all beautiful energy right now. Healing, love, and light. I want to thank you for your like, share, subscribes, and your loving support. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe. Hit that like button and tap that notification bell. Scorpio. So let's see what's going on with you. And I'm hearing, what's that boy's name from TikTok? I think Landon. I cannot recall his name, but he's so funny. And I'm not sure if you're familiar, but he's known for this one line where he's like, the rent is due now. Send the money now. It's like the bills are due now. Send the money now. So saying all that to say, hit that like and subscribe and that notification bell now. Don't say later. Do it now so you don't forget. All right. But look, we have the Magician at the bottom of the deck. So you are heavenly manifesting at this time. Let's see. What it is you are manifesting, taking action on regarding a situation, person, place, or thing. Let's see. Clear messages and guidance for Scorpio. Okay, so I'm seeing the Emperor. I'm seeing burden. So you could be manifesting hold on, let me get one more. But I started to say you could be manifesting like a higher position of authority, because the Emperor speaks to having a lot of respect, leadership, stability, structure, and power. The Emperor is also recognized as a father figure. So you could have a child. And just because the Emperor comes out doesn't necessarily mean you have to be a male, but I could be talking to my male Scorpios at this time. But to my female Scorpios, if you are resonating with this, feel free to switch the roles, because we don't specify gender in tarot, but and that's because, you know, both male and females all have masculine and feminine energy. Masculine energy represents logic, and feminine energy represents emotions. And so we all have a combination of both logic and emotions, right? Maybe females may have more emotion than logic, depending on the female, because some females have more logic than emotion, or males who have more logic than emotions, or some males that have more emotion than logic. You understand? So it's always advised for you to take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But honestly, I believe in having a balance of both, and all things have balance. So, you know, because we all have and share masculine and feminine energy, you know, I find it best to just have a balance of both. But that's me. That's what works for me. Okay, so you do what works for you. Let's get one more. Okay, so yeah, you're manifesting you're manifesting a new life, a new position, one that comes with respect, power, leadership, stability, structure. And you're focused on, that's what you're focused on at this time. You could be burdened by a lot of responsibilities, hence the reason for, look, regardless of burdens or not, everyone's, or most people, I'll say, or it's not abnormal for a person to desire to be an emperor or an empress. That is the highest level, essentially, that anyone can reach, if that makes any sense, right? Because the emperor or the empress, take it how it resonates, is the king of all kings. The empress is the queen of all queens. And so it's like a queen normally resides over a certain area, right? But the queen of all queens presides over all areas. You understand? You know what I mean? All the areas and the queens and kings. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the highest power. If I'm making sense, hopefully I am. And so most people aspire, or should aspire, to be the emperor or the empress. You understand? Although that's not the case for everyone, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm just speaking more, I guess, personally. I know I aspire to be an empress, and that you clearly aspire to be an emperor, or an empress. Take it how it resonates, and yeah, you're just ready to put the burdens down and kind of like transition away from having such a hard, burden, complex situation. You're just over it. You're over it. Not enough at the bottom of the deck. You're tired of feeling like you're not enough, or you're tired of feeling like you don't have enough. You just want more for yourself in your life. If you are a parent, you want more for your kids, things of that nature. So it's like you're intuitively making changes. Whatever you're being guided to do intuitively, that's what you're doing, so that you can manifest these changes happening in the 3D, in your reality. Let's clarify the Emperor for Scorpio, please. I have to do it slow with this deck because if I go fast, it takes forever. But if I go slow, see what I'm saying? Like, I get something a little bit faster. If you know, you know. Not, whatever. So, talking. So you can be conversing with individuals who may already exude this Emperor energy. You could be like affiliating yourself with like people in high, powerful positions to kind of get some advice and or knowledge on how they became who they are, or how they got to where they are, so that you can also implement those changes into your life, so that you can have those changes as well, since that's who you aspire to be like, if you will. So before I got into your reading, I was channeling a download where my mother always taught me that be a leader, not a follower, right? And so that's how I always like went about life, being a leader rather than a follower. But recently, after having a conversation with my father, he told her that some people, Basically everyone's not meant to be a leader, right? And so it's like, if there's nothing wrong with being a follower, it's just about who you choose to follow, right? So now, as I'm a parent, now that I'm a parent, it's like I want to teach my son rather, and myself, right? A similar practice, right? Because I do still believe that, be an individual thinker, think for yourself. Don't allow others to think for you, because you know yourself better than others. So, to a degree, I agree with my dad's message, but I don't really, if you will, because it's like, again, you have to be an independent thinker. Say you do meet a boss who has this high level position and things of that nature, and you do aspire to be like that person, right? But there's certain things that they do in their life that you don't necessarily agree with and you don't necessarily want for your life. So now you have the decision to make. Are you going to make those same decisions and choices, or are you going to make decisions that are more beneficial for you and your life and your morals and what you aspire to be and not be, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So it's like, I get it, in the event that being a leader isn't for you, just make sure you follow a person that is going to lead you in a positive direction. You understand? If you so choose. So, I've actually been thinking about that, because I've been telling my son to be a leader, not a follower. But I'm also thinking, like, be a leader, not a follower. But if you choose to be a follower, make sure you're following someone who leads you in a positive direction, right? So I'm seeing love at the bottom of the deck. So Golden Mirror clarifying the 10 of Wands, which represents and speaks to burdens, having to carry a heavy load of responsibility, things of that nature. Aquarius, Sagittarius, and Aries could be significant. Pisces could also be significant. Cancer and Scorpio as well could all be significant. You could have those placements, your person or those seasons could be significant. But with Golden Mirror coming out and then Love being at the bottom of the deck, you're fed up with carrying the load of the relationship. Okay. Yeah. So you feel like you've been carrying the load of a particular relationship, and you're fed up with it to the point where now you're ready to walk away and never look back. Like, you don't want anything to do with this connection anymore, because you're tired of carrying this load. You've done it for so long, that now you're feeling like you need to do what's best for you. Intuitively, you need to make decisions that are best for you. So you're standing in authority, rather, and you're demanding your respect, is actually what I'm getting now. So now that I'm seeing Love at the bottom of the deck and Golden Mirror, yeah, you're demanding respect right here, right now, and you're putting your foot down, and you're no longer willing to bear the load of the relationship anymore. You're no longer interested in being in a one-sided relationship where it feels like you're putting in more than you're getting or more than you're receiving, and you're just walking away from that. You're transitioning from that particular person or particular kind of relationships. Yeah, you're doing away with it. You're stopping that pattern. Intuitively, you've been guided with the Grim Reaper at the bottom of the deck to put an end to whatever this pattern is. More water sign at the bottom of the deck. Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, which really, with all this water, it's just telling me that this is more your energy than anybody else's energy. Because oftentimes I do say, you know, this could be you or your person that's feeling like this. So, oh, look, and I split the deck in half. I'm seeing moving. So, actually, now that I mention it, please do take it how it resonates. Especially if I have cross watchers. Please, this could be how your person is feeling about you, right? Especially with the water sign coming out. But regardless, either way, you know, this could be you feeling like this. Feeling like you're tired. Point blank, period. Yeah, and so it's like your ancestors are guiding you or your person at this time, okay? So it's like, that's why the High Priestess here is because there's this intuitive, sacred knowing that comes from the connection between you and the divine. And it really speaks to trusting yourself. And by trusting yourself, you're trusting in the divine, because the divine is who provides the inner knowing that you just have instinctively, intuitively. That comes from the divine, right? And so it's like, you don't have to be a feminine to possess this quality, but it is known, or it is closely related rather, to feminine energy, right? Because in order to have this intuitive knowing, you have to be connected with your emotions. And I've already elaborated to you how feminine energy represents emotion, masculine energy represents logic. So if you are, you know, whatever gender, it really doesn't matter, but and honestly, there could be a balance here between feminine and masculine energy, with the Emperor representing masculine energy and the High Priestess representing feminine energy. There could be a balance between both, where you're deciding to use your logic and your intuitive knowing. But basically, you're tapped into your emotions, you're tapped into your intuition and your sacred knowledge, and it's like, you're trusting in yourself, you know? You're having faith that you're making the right decision to stop this pattern and break this cycle, because it's not good for you, you know? It's not good for you. It's not good, or your person, take it how it resonates, to be carrying. Look, you know, this person is so burdened. Like, they literally are carrying so much responsibility. It's weighing on them physically and mentally at this point, where it's like, it's only so much you can take before you're just ready to, like, you know, give up. And so it's like, you're reaching that point where the straw has broke the camel's back, and you're walking away and you're not looking back anymore. If this isn't you, this is your person feeling like this, feel free to take it. But ultimately, this is, you know, you could have a loved one that's watching over you at this time, or this is just like your angels and ancestors and the divine protecting you, you know, from this energy. Because the more you stay in this cycle, the more harm it does to you in the end. It's very taxing over you in your life. So your guardians could be speaking to you right now, and you're paying attention. Like, you are very, like, I'm telling you, the High Priestess is like empath energy. You are very spiritually gifted. Like you can be having dreams or maybe even nightmares, but whatever you're having, it's your guardian, it's your angels, it's your ancestors connecting with you and talking to you and telling you that it's time. I keep seeing this. This is the second time it came out. So, communicate in honeymoon. So someone wants to work things out. Someone wants forgiveness. Someone doesn't want things to end. And I kid you not, before I started your reading, based on the playlist that was playing, because you know music is a spirit. Look, I'm seeing pets, so someone definitely does not. When I see pets, I think of dogs and how dogs are loyal. So it's like you'd have to do a lot to your dog for your dog to like, in most normal cases, you'd have to do a lot to your dog for your dog to like no longer be loyal to you, if you will. You get what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of, either you had a lot of loyalty to this person, you showed them a lot of loyalty, or this person showed you a lot of loyalty, or, you know, basically that could be essentially why, the root of why they don't want to end things or whatever the case is, because they could feel like you're very loyal to them or something of that nature. Or this is you feeling like your person is a very loyal person or something like that. But like I was mentioning, see, narcissist is coming out again. Like this is very, and then narcissist is clarified with the golden mirror as well. It's like, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all? You know, who was that wicked person in, I think it was Sleeping Beauty? You know, I don't know. I gotta go watch Sleeping Beauty, okay? But to my knowledge, it was like a wicked stepmother or something of that nature, who was like out to get Sleeping Beauty because Sleeping Beauty was going to like take over her position, if you will. So she felt threatened by Sleeping Beauty, which is why, you know, she did everything she could do to Sleeping Beauty to like prevent her from taking over her spot or taking over her position or whatever the case is. So that could tie into this in a weird way, because even though this was supposed to be a partnership, right? Especially when we're talking about relationships and love, it's supposed to be like your helpmate, your partner, whatever the case is. It's like, it wasn't that. Like someone could have purposely been putting more on the other person because they were threatened. So it's like they wanted to dim their light so that theirs could shine brighter. Take it how it resonates. But this is becoming a very toxic and dangerous situation furthermore, especially when your guardians and your ancestors have to intervene, because they see something that you may not see, or this is your person feeling like this. About to say something speaking to the playlist. Oh, okay. I really could be speaking to a masculine here too, because the Emperor represents masculine, and then Wands, passion, and the swords, logic, communication, right? So it's like, that's a very masculine energy, through and through. But I was also getting, like, based on the playlist that was, like, the songs that were coming through as I was, like, cleansing the area and preparing for your read, it was a lot of, like, I don't know, a lot of it was kind of sexual songs, but in the same breath, it was like, basically, someone's wants and needs were going through the other person's ears. You get what I'm saying? Because heavy on the narcissism here, because it's like the other person doesn't care. It was going in one ear and out the other. It was like their way, no highway options. And it's like, even though they could have, or they know they're the reason behind the demise of this relationship, and, you know, their person wanting to walk away, they feel like with a little bit of passion or whatever, they can, like, rear them back in, basically. They feel like whatever they do in that bedroom will be enough to, like, salvage the connection. But there's no salvaging this. Look, no is coming out. Like, enough of this. Like, ancestors are not playing about this coming to an end. Several times now we are seeing that with the Six of Swords, the Axe, no, and the Grim Reaper. Someone is intuitively being guided to walk away from this relationship and do not look back, such as this image in the Six of Swords. Look, the relationship is over, no second chances, grow and transform your life. And that's exactly what the people on that boat sailing away have intended to do it. Because clearly, for them to be walking away like that, and I mean, they don't want to be seen. They don't want anybody to know they're leaving. It's like, you see how it's gray, the sky is gray. So it's like they could have woken up early morning, right? Before the break of dawn to get out of whatever situation they were in. And they're not planning on heading back ever. They've had enough. They're moving on, child. Moving on. So, yeah. This is not something that will ever be able to I won't say, you know, because we all have free will, right? But I'm telling you, based on the energy of this spread, this person is not coming back. They're done. All right? They're done. And the significance with the Ten of Wands as also is that when you've done everything you know how to do in a relationship and it's still not enough, you understand? You don't have any choice but to walk away because you don't know anything else to do and nothing is changing. It's the same thing over and over and over. So once you've tried everything you know how to do to fix a situation and it still doesn't work, it's time to give it up. So, chemistry, yeah. So this could have been a strong magnetic attraction or connection, right? But because of, you know, narcissism comes from insecurities, right? Fear, ego issues. And so when you come into a situation and you haven't healed those issues, it's going to create a toxic foundation and environment for the connection, making it severely challenging to grow or continue. Some people dwell in toxicity. Some people don't. Not dwell, but some people thrive in toxicity and some people don't. I like to think most people don't, but today, I don't know. I'll say 50-50. Yeah, damn it. Oh. So yeah, I don't know. So Scorpio, if this could be you, or this could be your person feeling like this, feeling like they've given everything they know how to give to you, and it wasn't enough. You know, it wasn't enough, and I've seen that here. Look, not enough. Separation. Snake. Addictions. So someone had a lot of addictions here, a lot of toxic addictions here, a lot of third-party interferences. So there was a lot of cheating coming on, a lot of drugs, or bad habits, toxic habits, sabotaging. Again, fear and ego issues. I specified. Lack of confidence, I specified already. Jealousy, I spoke about already. So you could have been dealing with a person who, again, seen your light, seen your confidence, seen your happiness, and they were envious and jealous of it. You know what I mean? Because they wanted it and I guess didn't know how to have it. And so they felt like, okay, in order to balance this situation, let me dim your light, bring you down to my level, so that way your light doesn't outshine my light. But to have a thought process like that, it makes me wonder, like, where is the light at all? Because that's a very dark thought process, you know? Like, I don't like that your light is bright, so I'm going to dim it so that mine can shine bright, you know? Very selfish, very self-absorbed. And someone is so tired of that because they're the opposite of that. You know what I mean? Very opposite of that. So it doesn't matter the chemistry, the connection, the history, the attraction. It's not going to be enough to work things out, basically. So if someone was thinking, oh, you know, I got that comeback, or I got that magic stick, you know, my person will be back, you know, whatever. I'll just stick around and wait. I know they'll be back, you know, whatever. That's not the case, my friend. It's not the case at all. I'm seeing religious factors. So, you know, you guys just have different belief systems. It doesn't necessarily have to be like religion. It could be spirituality. So you could be more spiritual and your person could be more religious, or vice versa. You could be more religious and your person is more spiritual. And so there's a difference there. But it's like someone is like hoping and praying, and they're having like faith that it'll come back around. like oh, they'll be back one day. And I'm here to tell you, it'll be a cold day in hell before this person comes back. They're not coming back. Heavy on a child. Like, this could be your child's parent. You could share a child with this person, because I'm seeing a child in Six of Swords, and the Emperor also represents father figure. So you could be a father or a mother. You guys could share a child together, which could be why someone is feeling like there's a possibility that if they give it enough time, that you'll be able to work it out. Yeah, and I'm saying don't hold your breath, because from what I can see, the divine's not having it, angels, ancestors aren't having it, and this person isn't having it. They've seen enough to know that it's there's no saving this. There's no saving this. All right, Scorpio, that's what I have for you. For bookings, please email me at Please email me at twointuitivetarot@gmail.com. Remember, these readings are for the general public. If you need me, my information is below in the description box. Until next time, love and light. I love you. Bye. Happy birthday again.